My name is Jonah Tuckman. I am the founder and CEO of eBumps Inc. eBumps serves an $8 billion market where there are currently 227 million licensed drivers in the US who are currently not monetizing their personal space. When founding this company, we were identified with a problem both in the outdoor advertising space and the personal monetization space. With outdoor advertisers, we found that in the out-of-home advertising space, there's a difficulty to track an ROI. And similarly, there's a difficulty in having a liquid campaign as you try and run these systems. And in the personal monetization space, we found it quite difficult to monetize your space as an individual without a large platform of followers. And so we built a solution being eBumps, which are 21.5-inch LCD screens that are mounted to the passenger side door of cars facing the sidewalk. We found that through data collected from competitor companies, these will average roughly 50,000 impressions a day. And through that, we created a proprietary software and advertising platform, which will allow us to connect advertisers looking to buy CPMs on these screens with these drivers and allow the driver to be compensated for the driving that they already do. We are also giving the advertisers targeted ads and data collections for the out-of-home campaigns that they would be running. Because it's such a new idea, we have a short video that we'd like to show to explain the idea more fluidly.
eBumps is creating a completely new ad space, allowing drivers to be paid for work that they're already doing. We give advertisers the insight associated with digital advertisements and the attention-grabbing flair of outdoor ones by allowing them to advertise on the fleet of cars already filling the streets. Users can evaluate their ad campaigns in real time and see when and where people are interacting with them. This gives everyday drivers an additional source of passive income. By displaying our ads on your car, you get paid for the driving you already do. In an ever uncertain world, eBumps provides exciting new opportunities for everyone.
We've identified this market size to be $263 billion annually in the US advertising budget and $8.6 billion in terms of US billboard and outdoor advertising alone. In terms of our market size, with generally rather conservative projections in terms of driver retention and CPM sales, we see in 2024 a revenue stream of $305 million annually, which is less than 5% of this total market. Our business model is based on vCPMs, also known as a viewable CPM. And essentially, our software allows us to get an accurate count of all of the impressions that go by our screens. And so they allow for advertisers to buy CPMs off of us and have an accurate count of those that they pass by with digital analytics based on their advertising campaigns, and then a slight portion of that being sold to the drivers to compensate them for their driving. As of now, we have a provisional patent filed, and we have made strategic manufacturing partnerships such as AUO, who's a Taiwanese LCD manufacturing firm with partnerships such as Samsung, and Tech Global, who is a Chicago-based system integration firm with partnerships such as Motorola, 3M, Delta, and many more. The competitors in the field right now are companies such as Grabit, Firefly, and Halo, all of which being large and bulky permanent fixtures which require professional installation. And our system being different because it is a low-cost LCD screen that can be easily installed without a professional installation team and is not a permanent fixture for the driver, allowing the ease of use of the driving campaign. And for the advertiser, we offer data collection and location targeting, which is pretty unseen in the outdoor advertising space, to allow them to have the highest analytics from their outdoor campaign. Our go-to-market plan is twofold. For the drivers, we are originally targeting the New York taxi industry based on the high foot traffic of the city. And we're using guerrilla marketing tactics as well as search engine optimization. And we're beginning in New York, but after that point, we are expanding to cities like Seattle, Vegas, Austin, Chicago, and Boston. And from there, further nationally and then globally. We're doing this alongside our marketing firm, Marketing 360, who we have partnered with, who is a Denver-based firm who is incredibly reputable and reps different companies such as the Denver Broncos. For the agencies themselves, we are targeting advertising agencies, individual companies, and we are doing this through in-house and out-of-house sales. And we're also allowing Marketing 360 to aid us in this in this approach using search engine optimization as well. Our founding team is myself, the CEO, our co-founder Cole Johnson, who is Director of Business Development, and Corin Rose, who is the Chief Technology Officer. And we're looking to raise $2 million, which we will then use to take our 25 screens that are going to market December 1st and to deploy 1,600 additional in the year 2021. And we will originally be going after New York City taxis, and as I said, expanding to further cities, and doing this by expanding our sales and marketing team, as well as bringing on further engineers to continue to update the system as it gets more complex and features are added. So thank you very much, everyone, and I do hope that you will be a part of the future of advertising alongside us.
That's a great presentation. And by the way, I have recently interviewed the founder of Hello on Fundraising Radio. So super epic and small world. But we have 3 questions here. I'll start with the one that I like the most. I'll take my power to choose my own question. So one question from an anonymous attendee is, can rideshare drivers get in on this? Any restriction from Uber or Lyft?
Yeah, so absolutely. The only restrictions that are currently present are in New York City, where there are regulations based on protecting the yellow cab industry. And so that's why we are originally targeting the yellow cabs in New York, but elsewhere all of the different ride shares are absolutely available to use them. We understand that this is a market they're interested in, as Lyft acquired Halo in the beginning of this year. So we understand that it's certainly a industry that's attractive to rideshare.
Perfect, great answer. And quick question from William. How much equity does an investor get for an investment of $2 million?
Yeah, so we are currently being evaluated by a firm that we bought in to do this. So we'll have the terms solidified sometime next week, probably Wednesday or Thursday. So if you'd like to contact me, I'd be happy to send that over once we have it. And it will be an investor-ready document spelling out, the details of the valuation.
Perfect. And by the way, all those questions can be answered again, can be discussed after the major part of our today's conference on the networking event. So last question that I'm going to ask you is from Arif Damji, sorry if I pronounce your name wrong, but the question is about the barrier to entry in this space. So if you get some initial traction, what is to stop a Firefly adding this as an ad offering to their drivers?
Yeah, absolutely. One of the things behind that is quality. We partnered with AUO, as I had mentioned, who is often said to be the best LCD manufacturer in the world. They've won over 55 awards in the LCD space since 2014, and they have a providership agreement with us, meaning that if another screen were to be put to the market, it would be of a lower quality than ours, and would be within a system that isn't open to the public, meaning that our ad store is open for everyone to run. And Firefly, for example, has bought an out-of-home agency to run their ads on. So ours is more public-based, and although our patent is broad, it's incredibly hard to patent things in tech, as is well known by everyone here. So we are protected in that sense, but of course, there will always be competitors. We just think that we've solidified the quality there.